Everybody, we are back. My next guests do the voices of Homer, Mr. Burns, and many of the other characters on The Simpsons. Please welcome Harry Shearer and Dan Castellaneta. Guys, thank you for being here. Very sorry that Tom Brokaw had to leave. He has to go to Baghdad.
Yeah, he's got to go to Baghdad. He didn't have time to mention a couple other books that he's working on. Travel Destinations of the Greatest Generation.
Yeah, right.
And Weight Loss Secrets of the Greatest Generation. Lose weight the way the Greatest Generation did, which is basically eat K rations.
Yeah, we don't need to have him anymore. We can just have you.
Well, if things go bad in Baghdad, I'm available.
Yeah.
But they won't.
That's very eerie. Guys, it's been a while. I need a hit.
Let's catch up.
Yeah, let's start with you, Dan. Do you mind if we take a little stroll through all the different characters?
Yes.
Can you give us a little Homer, maybe?
Yeah, all right, a little Homer.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's Krusty the Clown.
Right, Krusty.
I love late night. You can say anything. The cacta.
Grandpa Simpson, what are you people doing in my room? And, of course, there's Mayor Quimby, not to be confused with a certain politician from Massachusetts.
Right.
And,
What about Groundskeeper Willie?
Do it for Groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah.
Everyone clean up after themselves when they leave.
Now, Harry, of course, when I was there, our favorite character to write for probably was Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns, C. Montgomery Burns.
Yeah.
Whoa, work for me now.
Yeah.
Smithers, I've got a rocket in my pocket.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. But of course, I also do Principal Skinner. There'll be an assembly after school, and you all must attend. Hi to Dr. Julius Hibbert.
Oh, yeah. Hibbert.
And this just in, Conan, I do Kent Brockman, so in case there's a vacancy downstairs in the news department, I've covered my share of fires.
Very nice. Now, I'm curious. If you don't mind, I thought maybe we'd try a little scene work here. You guys are so good playing off each other. What about Dr. Hibbert examines Homer?
Dr. Hibbert?
Yes, sir?
I'm sorry, I ate all your tongue depressors. I thought they were popsicle sticks.
That's all right, Homer. You just take your pants down now.
Well, I already have.
All right.
It's just that my legs are blue.
And they're a bit billowy. All right, now bend over.
All right.
I don't want this to get dirty or anything.
I'm going to need a rubber glove. Now,
right.
I think I'm going to need a backup rubber glove.
Whoa! Your hands are cold, Doctor.
Now,
And deep.
what about Mr. Burns firing Homer?
Oh, Mr. Burns, I'm sorry I ate all your tongue depressors.
It's all right, Homer. I didn't have any.
Oh. No!
Now... Simpson, what is it exactly you do at the nuclear power plant?
Well, I make sure everything's safe. I make sure people safen up and be safe. In a safe way.
I don't think we need that anymore. The regulatory noose has been loosened around us. So I think we can dispense with your services. You can consider yourself downsized.
What does that mean?
He's so scared.
I think it means you're dismissed, Homer.
Oh, good. Woo! Can I go back to work now?
Did you ever think there was a point on that show?
This is actually all stuff Conan wrote that never made the show.
Yeah, right. Thank you. I remembered one of the most fun things about working on that show was the amazing guest stars that would come on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Carson was a guest voice when I was on the show.
That's right. Sometimes it was Harry, actually.
Sometimes it was. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it was very good, very good.
Weird.
But we actually did have the actual Johnny Carson.
You had the actual Johnny Carson, and I hear that the Rolling Stones were on recently.
That's right. We had Mick Jagger and Keith Richards and Elvis Costello, Tom Petty.
What were the Stones like?
Well, it was very interesting. There was a particular rock and roll hierarchy. It was like, first of all, like in terms of lateness, you would have Mick Jagger and Keith Richards come in about 45 minutes late. And then like Elvis Costello 30, Tom Petty maybe 25, Lenny Kravitz 23. Brian Setzer right on time.
Right.
Michael Bolton came early, but
And hung around.
he wasn't even on the show.
Yeah. Eating tongue depressors. What were Mick and Keith like?
Well,
Never met those.
you know, you've heard the contrast between those two guys, and
Right.
you could see it. I mean, you know, Mick came in, he was very nattily dressed and very quiet, and nobody was in the room to record with him, you know, and he would do his lines, and then immediately was gone, and in comes Keith Richards. Where's my microphone? And he had a big tumbler of vodka and orange juice.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, oh, okay. And we're like, oh, are we going to have to put subtitles underneath, you know? But he was actually very, very good. And the thing of it was, he'd sign, oh, sure, I'll take a picture with you or whoever, I don't know. Is someone next to me right now? Oh, I'll take a picture. And he signed my wife's album cover, and it said, Old Band, Old Party, 2002. And she said, why'd you put down 2002? He says, I never thought I'd live to see 2002.
Perpetually happy. Now, I missed Michael Jackson being on the show.
Oh,
I think I came in right after that. What was that experience? Because he's in the news. He popped by earlier on the show. What was it like having Michael Jackson?
Well, he played a 300-pound white mental patient who thought he was Michael Jackson, which was a cute idea. So he comes into the show. First, we go to his manager's house, Sandy Gallen's house, for the read-through, and everybody shows up on time, including Michael Jackson. He wasn't dangling a child or anything, as far as I could tell. As far as I could tell.
You're right. He took a quick break to dangle and then came back.
To the table.
Yeah.
But he's sitting there looking at his script, silent. It's 7:30. Dan is late. No slam on Dan. Traffic was bad.
Well, you know, rock and roll higher.
Sure, yeah, right.
He didn't want to be no Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
Right.
So normally there'd be conversation, there'd be jokes. Silence. Michael sits there silent. We don't want to disturb, you know, we're afraid we might scare him or anything. So 25 minutes of the weirdest silence you've ever seen until Dan arrives. Then it's Monday, we're doing the show. Michael comes in, we're reading the script again, the final read-through. He reads his dialogue. There comes a point where this 300-pound mental patient starts to sing special lyrics to Ben.
Right.
Michael sits back, and this wiry white guy next to him starts singing, Ben. And I turned to somebody next to me, I think it was Yardley Smith, and I said, what's the deal here? And she said, I think we paid just enough for the talking Michael Jackson, but not enough for the singing.
So he didn't sing? It wasn't
He
him
didn't
singing?
sing, and he specified the guy who was brought in. He specified the Michael Jackson sounded like that was brought in.
That is so weird.
Yeah,
He's
well,
right
what's weird
there.
is he's now adopted him, but that's...
Very nicely done. Now,
It might have been him. He had a towel over his head.
you guys
You know
just...
why he had a towel over the baby's head, by the way?
Why is that?
Because they've already started the plastic surgery.
All right, that's going to be... That just can't...
Oh, now you...
Oh, no.
Now you broke it.
You've gone
you broke
over
the
the
whole
balcony
thing.
on this one.
The kid looked too much like a baby.
Oh, I miss you all.
We miss you. Give all this up.
Yeah, that's right. Teddy Bear's Picnic opens in Boston on Friday.
Friday, my film, yeah.
This is a movie that you've been here talking about, and that's opening on Friday.
Yep.
The CD I Am Not Homer is in stores.
Wow.
Right now.
stores, yes.
Good luck with that, Dan. Of course,
Thank
The
you.
Simpsons, as if I had to mention it, airs Sunday nights at 8 on Fox. And just keep going, guys.
Thank
you guys
you.
are doing an
It's our
amazing
plan.
job. Harry Shearer and Dan Castellaneta. You can't shake each other's hands. Steve-O and the Dukes are coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. That was great.
What if the new Kia Sorento was in a race against the other SUVs? Who would win? The little ones would be left in the dust. Some just too honking huge. Others would be afraid of getting dirty. And the rest, they'd be distracted by the wads of cash we save. The midsize Sorrento with a 10-year warranty won this unbiased race. After all, it is our commercial. The new Kia Sorrento. Make every mile count.
Another Day. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Dublin, Ohio, a town divided between Wendy's Bacon Swiss Cheeseburger and Wendy's Chicken Bacon Swiss.
People, there's common ground here. Bert and Cindy, don't you both love Swiss?
Yes.
Of course you do. And who here doesn't enjoy hickory smoked bacon? Some like it on a whole breast filet and some on a cheeseburger. But are we gonna let that tear us apart?
Yeah. Choose Wendy's Bacon Swiss Cheeseburger or Chicken Bacon Swiss. It's better here.
This works. Sears Big 3-Day Sale. Get 0% financing for 1 year on select appliances, TVs, and camcorders. Sears, where else?
Bullseye wins it.
That's what I'm talking about! Sweet nectar of life! Boo, yeah!
Just tasted new Sam Adams Light, the first great tasting light beer. Shockingly great taste.
Yeah!
Thursday, what a night of must-see TV. It's Thanksgiving on Friends with Christina Applegate as Rachel's sister. They're not that close.
Bring it on! Should we stop this? Out of your mind? Let's throw some Jell-O on them!
Then, right after Friends, it's really going to happen. Grace is getting married.
Am I crying yet?
Nuh-uh.
How about now?
No.
Stick a pin in my arm.
I am.
Here we go.
Take good care of her. Be there early after Friends for a 90-minute Will and Grace, NBC Thursday.
We told you how Chevy is driving Texas. Now we're going to show you. With 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on every new 2003 Chevy car. Or choose $3,000 cash back on Malibu, Monte Carlo, and Impala. 0, 0, 0. Or $3,000 cash back at your Texas Chevy dealer. Chevy. Driving Texas.
So she says we're like two trees, and like my tree needs to grow more or something like that.
What is that? It's my Jack hat. So they think I'm Jack. It works. I just ordered a combo meal, and when I asked for seasoned curly fries instead of regular fries, I got them. No extra charge, because I'm Jack. Because of the hat.
Doofus, they're swapping curly fries for free for anyone. They don't think you're Jack.
And how come they gave me his paycheck?
Guess who I'm standing next to?
This is your wake-up call for the Brook Mays Grand Piano Fair. Hurry in this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Brook Mays locations in Addison, Southlake, Irving, and Fort Worth for the piano of your dreams at wake-up prices. Brook Mays Grand Piano Fair.
Mold is a major problem, and Protect Services is here to help. It takes experience, proper technique, and professional training. We're proud of our 100% clearance success rate. For commercial and residential mold remediation, call Protect Services, your certified professionals.
Live coverage and local weather. NBC 5 News at 10.
All right, folks. Big show tonight. Big show coming up tomorrow night. Adam Sandler is going to be here, and comedian Jim Gaffigan, so watch that show. I'll be right back with Steve Earle and the Dukes.
Great ambition without contribution is without significance.
Critics are calling The Emperor's Club a wonderful film. Kevin Kline is extraordinary.
It's my job to mold your son's character.
You, sir, will not mold my son.
Sure to be one of the year's best.
All of us, at some point, are forced to look at ourselves in the mirror and see who we really are.
Kevin Kline.
How will history remember you?
The Emperor's Club, rated PG-13, at theaters Friday.
Hiding from blemishes at my age? No way. Introducing Aveeno Clear Complexion Foaming Cleanser, a breakthrough for adult skin with a proven blemish fighter plus moisture-rich soy to even out but not dry out your skin. Clear Complexion Foaming Cleanser, new from Aveeno.
The JCPenney Sweet Sale. What a sweet surprise. Get a free chocolate bar plus unwrapped surprise savings of 25, 30, even 35% store-wide. This Saturday only. All gifts, one place, pure magic.
It's all inside.
JCPenney.
This deal sounds too good to be true. This can't be legal. A big and tasty for just $1.
The McDonald's Dollar Menu. Lots of choices, $1 each every day, including sandwiches like the tender, big, and tasty or juicy McChicken. Turn your dollar into something tasty.
Clam chowder?
Yeah.
Me too. What was that look for?
Well, the clams in my Campbell Select are more tender than yours. And Campbell Select beat Progresso in a taste test. Want to taste the winner?
Campbell Select.
Introducing Axe Deodorant Body Spray for Men. The Axe Effect. Axe Deodorant Body Spray.
Last call tonight, Jerry O'Connell's Karate Kid impression.
Show me it's on the floor.
Plus,
Live here on the Carson Show.
Ja Rule, Carson after Conan on NBC.
And the best way to drill into that is with an 18-volt drill driver with a speed lock wood boring bit.
And the best way to drill into that is with an 18-volt drill driver with a speed lock wood boring bit.
Introducing Tool Territory. Tool experts with real-world experience. And America's best tool store, Sears. Where else?
Had your eye on a new Cadillac? Get into one of our season's best. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
Get 0% APR on all 2002 and 2003 Cadillac models at your Metroplex Cadillac dealers.
Hot dogs, over here. That'll be 4 1/4.
I'll give you 1 1/4.
Hell, no discounts. Hot dogs.
We want a better deal.
Everybody wants them. Hot dogs.
We can get you great deals on hotels.
New York for $69 a night.
How about Las Vegas?
San Francisco?
Worldwide.
All right, guys, you got a deal. Tell me more about this.
Hotels.com.
The best prices at the best places, guaranteed.
At Cantoni, we understand the value of listening to our customers. It's their vision we help to make a reality they are proud to call home. At Cantoni, we believe in quality. But it takes more than quality furniture to achieve great interior design. It takes people. That's why our design staff is there to assist you. More than just a furniture store. Cantoni,